Hello and welcome to this final boss fight let's play of Minecraft. I am joined by a squirrel,
Hi.
which made a magical poofy cloud.
Yep.
And we are here to play some Minecraft. My name is John, and I am joined by Sharon,
Hello.
who is a very waggy-tailed squirrel at the moment.
Yeah, it's adorable.
When last we played Minecraft on this server, we finished when the server exploded and it looked like everything might go away. And as the now sprite Faye... What is that?
I'm a fairy,
As Shan
Well,
the
pixie.
Fairy
actually, but yeah.
will now tell you, we've actually got a new server now.
We have, although I'm not the one to tell you that. That was John.
Good point.
In case you can't tell our voices apart.
I really hope you can tell our voices apart. We have updated the server, and we now have a new server that can hopefully support the insane things we're going to do on it.
Yep. Hopefully.
And we actually have a new version of the mod pack as well. We've gone up to 2.5.0, which means that there's been a couple of updates to the mods that we had, and there's a couple of new mods on here as well. So the primary things that I know that have updated, Refined Storage changed a lot of its recipes. They got rid of the Inscriber. And a lot of the wireless stuff that we were using, which means we no longer have infinite range wireless at the moment. There might be a way to bring that back, but I'm not sure right now if there is. The Inscribe is going away. They changed a lot of the recipes for the basic processors. And so now the processors are made with a recipe and you just cook them in a standard furnace. Which is fine, but that kind of meant that the Inscriber setup we had that we were using to piggyback some of our channels through went away. Which was a problem.
Yeah.
We've fixed it, and I've actually put the recipes in the computer now so that we've got the newly updated recipes, so that's cool. We do also have the two that I know off the top of my head. We've got Psy, which is a magical mod that adds magic guns that we can build spells into. And we have the Monk mod.
Right.
Which is a mod that allows us to become a monk. Which I thought was just one of the advancements, but it might be an unlockable thing.
Right.
Or it might be a thing that I might be making that up. I'm fairly certain. How do we start that? "20 mini quests in the game." Oh, okay.
What's that?
It's a really simple way to start this, and it's a way that most people will start Minecraft anyway. With an empty hand, break a block of wood.
Oh. Fabulous.
And once you do that, which I just did, it should give you the advancement. And then hopefully open that up as an advancement tab. Or not. It definitely did the thing because I saw the mod logo in the bottom corner.
Oh, by the way, Michael isn't in your team as a friend, so he actually can't do anything around us.
Oh. Which Michael? Well, I mean, I suppose only the Michael that's been on here, really, isn't it?
Yeah. He couldn't even break blocks.
Okay, I can fix that.
Just while I think about it.
While we're on the subject, let's fix that one. Yeah. Okay, here's an ally now.
Cool.
So, I was thinking today, Sian.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to go back to the magic mods and have a look at some of the magic mods that we've got on here and just play with a bit of magic.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
So we've got blood magic here, and this is our automated blood magic altar. It is currently a level 4 altar.
Right.
Which I can look at this. Yeah, tier 4 altar with 150,000 life points in it.
Yeah.
Now, we can update this to be, I believe there's a 5th and also 6th level of blood altar.
Right.
And I just try to remember how we up. So I think that's a good first step, is to look at how we upgrade this to the next level.
Okay. Does this get bigger?
I believe
Closer to the ground?
I believe when we started it, we mapped it out to be a level 6 altar. Like to be able to fit a level 6 altar into the space we were building it at.
Yeah. Because I'm just wondering whether either there's anything I can do to help you with that, or whether I make the area around it look better.
I would be tempted to say go for that.
Because I feel like it's probably one of those mods that's meant for just one person plodding their way through it. Making those changes.
I can't remember.
I might be wrong though.
I know that there is a item that gives me the upgrades.
That you want.
That gives you a map of how to do them.
Okay.
I can't remember what that is called. I don't think it's from basic blood magic is the other problem I've got.
Alright. Would we have it in the computer somewhere? From when we did it before?
We might, but I can't remember what it's called.
Just figured there were less book-shaped things to look through in there. We did have a box of... Did we? I thought we had a box of books and stuff like that. All sorts of random crap going on in chests over here. And more armour than you can shake a stick at.
Yeah, we do have a lot of that sort of stuff.
No, not over here.
So we need... Oh, hey, there's my 8 Purists backpack that I had once. Screw bees. I don't understand enough about the rest of the mod to know how to get the most out of bees. Yeah, that's fair. It's a bit of a difficult one.
So while you're doing that, I need to figure out what to do in this. Now, I kind of feel like it could look really cool if there were like waterfalls flowing down and the blood magic altar was sat in amongst water.
Okay.
Almost like the bottom of this has filled up over time. That makes sense.
Could be interesting.
Because we've already got a couple of bits of water flowing down, so we could have some more. Do you think?
Yeah. I remember the name of the thing.
Yeah?
It was the Inspector Scandulum.
Okay. Glad you remembered it. Lord knows I wouldn't have done.
There we go. So I need 4 beacons. Oh boy, that's going to be fun.
What's that?
It needs 4 beacons. And how many runes is that?
A big bunch, I'm assuming.
52?
Jeez. Yeah, that is a lot.
So do I have runes set up in the system to be made?
Pass.
I suppose the sensible idea would also be let's bring our no. Seriously?
No?
String.
String?
We are having some real issues with string right now. Because of all the farming. The bait that we're using uses string.
Yeah.
We are burning through it.
What makes string?
Cobweb can make string.
What else makes string?
Our mob farm.
Spider spawner. So can we turn the mob farm on but put in a layer so that only one hive can spawn?
Possibly.
Which should make it just spiders and maybe mini zombies. Maybe?
Might be an idea. Okay, you can stop doing that. There it was. That's what I was looking for. You can go away, you can go away. That can go away. So apparently a lot of the advancements reset.
Oh, okay. Was that with the server hop?
I think so.
Okay. Slightly irritating, but not the end of the world.
Oh, that's good as well. That might be good news if that keeps working. Looks like they may have fixed the Ender IO not talking to words are a thing that I can't remember.
Yeah, words are going great today, aren't they?
Looks like they might have fixed Ender IO's machines not talking to the draconic crystals.
Oh, sweet.
Which would be very useful if they have.
Yeah, that would be cool. Oh, the only problem if I do fill this in is, didn't it need to spawn things?
It spawns stuff underneath the altar.
Oh, okay, so if I put water around the edge, that's fine, because it's got space underneath to spawn things. I just think it would be really cool to surround this place in water and have like a creepy old rickety bridge going to it. So you like pop out of this tube and have to cross what could be crocodile infested waters.
Right, so hopefully we've now got a pattern that can tell it cobweb makes 2 string in a sag mill.
Right.
And cobweb makes 2 to 4 string.
And how do we get cobweb?
Spawner. We've got 2.2 thousand
Spawners.
cobwebs.
Oh. Okay.
So that should tide us over for a while, and the spawner should kind of handle string and cobwebs at the same time.
Yeah. Should be good for both.
It is requesting a lot of cobweb, though. Might be a problem. We might have to look at that. Might have to turn off some of the farms, which won't be a problem.
Can we just give something else the priority?
It's basically not even really the farm we're using that's using up all the string. So in theory,
we've got another one bringing in random animal products, haven't we?
Yeah. Well, it's the farm that's bringing in the random animal products that is causing the loss of string.
Yeah. I kind of feel like I should have made this lava. It would make it far more dramatic. Should I change it to lava?
You sure can do.
Or happy with water?
What about a mix? So it's like lava and water mixing together and there's like obsidian on the ground.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you could do some interesting stuff with like chiseled obsidian. Have you looked at the chiseled obsidian options? Because also, if you haven't looked at the chiseled obsidian options, this is a really good time to do it.
Do we need... I just don't know whether it would be really cool to have your blood altar just surrounded by lava. Make it really dangerous.
I'm not thinking like, you know, a little bit of a platform just around the edge and then lava.
Yeah.
Ah, I didn't think that was a block, and it turns out it was just marble. In there you go.
I filled it with water and then was like, oh yeah, we should have lava. So now I've got to go through and take all the water out.
Yeah.
Although saying that, what does sponge do now?
Dunno.
Sponge for the win.
Sponge deals with water.
It's now a soggy sponge. But it's sponge nonetheless.
Might need to make a dedicated sag mill for... Not sag mill. Furnace.
Yeah.
For processors.
Okay. That ping is going to be really irritating. No.
Do you know about the huge fire over here, Sean?
Yeah, I set it.
Cool. Just so we know.
She says, sat here with a flint and steel in her hand.
Yeah, just checking.
It was the more fun way to get rid of all the wood that was here that I started taking the stuff out with before I realised that there was a better way. The question is, Do I leave it as this flat area? Yeah, I should do.
Ah, no, not there. Gotta be inside, connected to cables and things. Not just out here on a wall. We have got so many network connectors.
Yeah?
Right, 2 things I want. Several things I want. Let's get those things that I want. First up is a draw controller. Should be able to do most of that. Oh. Just need a draw.
Ah, the mental clicking of lava placement. I swear to God, my mic should not be picking this up. Whee!
That's a lot of lava.
Yeah? Not really sure that one was meant to be there.
That one's not so great.
Making some good sizzle noises.
Okay, so we should now have wireless over here.
Cool.
Come on. Oh, so close. 37.
Ooh, didn't want that one there either.
That's right, isn't it? Yeah, blank slates.
Lava! Yes!
I suppose the other question is, how many of these... How many of those do I have now? 4, so I can do 2 of these.
This incense altar needed
Yes.
greenery around it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Good point. Well made, Head. Let's think of that one as well.
What was that? What you
I
thinking?
I realized that I was trying to remove a thing that I was holding in my inventory
Oh, okay.
when I could just quickly swap them out by using the
see.
ones that were in my inventory.
There, creeper.
Don't worry about it.
Never said I was worried. Just intrigued.
Oh, I guess now's the time to find out if our Nether Star spawner still works.
I'd also argue now's the time to find out how long your armor lasts in lava, but maybe that's just me.
I mean, quite a while, actually. Well, they still spawn.
Yay.
They still died.
Yay.
And I've got the Nether Stars, so...
Sounds like it's all working.
Yays all round. What's 4 times 9? 30, 45.
What was that? What times 9?
No, 4.
4 times 9's 36.
I can mumbers.
Numbers.
Think that's what I need?
Do you do 9 times table on your hands?
Yeah, we learnt that. So... Really? Okay. Actually, that could just be the rune, couldn't it? So this level of the altar requires a beacon to be placed, and it says the beacon doesn't have to be active. But, conveniently, the area around the beacon has just enough space for you to be able to activate the beacon.
Okay.
So you can have an active beacon as part of your altar.
Oh, I see. That's cool.
Because it just requires the beacon to be in a certain place.
Yeah.
But if you place a 3x3 of any metal underneath it...
Yeah.
It becomes a nice active beacon.
I see. That's cool.
So I need 2 more, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 15 more. or 6. You're not working anymore.
What's not working anymore?
I think the ritual that refills this is stopped working at some point.
Oh, that's not great.
I was just about to go and check it, and then I realised that if I did that at the moment, that would be really dumb, as I have 1 health. And I know that the spawning is still working, because I was just down there and things were exploding.
Yeah.
So I want to get health back before I go and look at the horrible place with horrible gribbly monsters.
Obsidian.
Yep.
That still works.
It wasn't. It is now. Much to the delight of all the mobs that are down there, as you can hear.
It's your new favourite place to be, isn't it, John?
What is?
Down in there with all the gribbly stuff.
Oh, it's lovely.
Just a pleasant afternoon stroll, really.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Can I replace the stone in this with the obsidian?
Yes.
At least the above lava stuff.
Yeah, just not the runes.
Yep.
Or the brick.
But just the flat stone is fine.
Flat stone could be anything, yeah.
Some good death going on in there.
Yeah, it's powering our requirements for blood, which is very useful of it. And we should now have, if I am not very much mistaken, a tier 5 altar.
Hey! I'm assuming the next tier goes out in the lava level.
Yes, I believe it does.
Sweet.
What is this? This is... What type of obsidian is this? Oh.
This is a chiseled chunks.
Hmm.
Quite like the look of it.
You've become very good at that.
What? Missed.
Replacing.
Yeah, this is why I don't need the replacey tool.
Oh, the other thing you could look at for like interesting tying in with lava. You should be able to replace this one.
Will it get rid of the thing?
I can just move it. Or did you pick it up?
Yeah, I appear to have done.
Yeah, just pop it back. It'll be fine.
Sweet. Okay, this is all changed.
So, the other thing you might want to look at for interesting chiseled surfaces,
Yeah.
netherrack. Could have some nice things to match up with lava.
Some bricks and shiz.
Ah!
Bye! I saw you fall in. That was really satisfying.
Thank you.
I've not looked in there in so long I forgot what was in there. So does that also collect things for us?
What, the ritual?
Yeah.
The ritual, yeah, kills...
But like,
damages...
would it collect drops?
No.
Because isn't that something that could quite happily collect string for us?
I don't think that they drop drops.
Oh, okay. I might go in and have a look. Have a look, see. No, there's all sorts of drops going on in here.
Ah, well then, yeah, we should definitely do that.
How much of it is string? I'm unsure. Why did I not pick a corner? There we go. Fancy.
What's that?
Different netherracks.
Yeah, there are some interesting ones.
Um. Brain.
I'd also suggest looking at the obsidian. Is it dragon?
The what? The obsidian.
Oh, is it void? It might be an old version of the mod, actually. There used to be a chiseled block that was basically like a dragon.
Oh, okay.
And I think it was like one chisel piece that was the head. Ah! One piece that was the head, and then one piece that was the body.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. What was I doing? I wanted to place a ranged collector.
Hear you exploding away down there.
It's a good thing I've got this armor.
Yeah.
Sean,
John.
could you do me a favour?
Probably.
There's the network transmitter up there on the ground.
Network receiver?
Or that is the... yep, that one.
Yeah.
Could you break the block that's under it?
That one.
Thank you very much. So now the question is... will that pick up stuff? No, that needs to be closer. What if I put you out? Like
You're taking a beating down there, John.
there.
That should collect things, shouldn't it? There's all sorts of hilarity going on down there. Maybe fly?
There we go.
I'll leave you an extra gap so you can climb out as well.
I
I
also like that at some point while I was in there, my keyboard decided to turn on caps lock. So I've just gone into the computer wireless and typed interface in block capitals.
Nice. So I'm kind of feeling like I want to make this look like the runes are kind of partially buried.
Okay.
Almost like at one point the floor would have been around where the runes are and all the runes would have been hidden, but it's kind of like worn away. If that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just trying to think about what would look best and how to do it.
Right, where's that? That is there. You are an insert.
Something really satisfying about just hearing you get exploded repeatedly.
I'm not sure what that says about you.
I feel like you do know what it says about me.
I'm worried about what it says about you.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Go away.
I think I just find the explosion sounds really satisfying.
Oh, actually, that's not ideal. That's not ideal.
Why?
Because that's basically, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Is that just putting stuff straight into our system?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's not ideal. I'm not a tech ninja or anything, but that's not ideal.
Go away.
Sat in a more irritating place if you tried, really. That about right?
Pretty much. Okay, so I want another... Right, what I want to do is actually go back and teach the computer system how to build that type of drawer. There's a name in the chat of just Muffin Paradox.
Muffin Paradox.
Yeah,
That's a good name.
I like it.
Is that someone that's watching?
Just listed under viewers. I don't normally talk about just people listed under viewers unless they're talking, but
you like that name in particular.
but that name. And then
there are some absolutely great names around. But I sometimes wonder about whether mine's creative enough.
I mean, mine is literally just my name.
Well, yeah, this is true.
As creative names go, it is
not.
It is not one.
Trying to think what other good names I've seen. It's funny, isn't it? As soon as you try and think of something, your brain goes, nope. Not telling you.
Not doing it. Well, I'm in lava.
Cool.
Oh, Sean.
What? Oh,
These-
bloody...
These stairs.
Can you put that thing back in, please?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
I've not even finished them yet, John.
You're not even finished.
No. Like,
Ah, I'm in lava again.
don't go getting all ahead of yourself.
What, can I not praise what's happened?
You can, yeah. But there is more to come, is more the point. Because I realised something. I needed corners. Corners was important.
Okay.
So I've just thrown together a quick, like, corner block. Like these. Now I can stick those corners on. But I also realised that I can now cut away from these by just clicking on them.
I just jumped straight into lava.
Yay, bath time! That wasn't the response you were expecting from me, was it?
No. Not really. I need to remember I've got my dank null on me, actually.
The dankest of gnolls.
Can you throw me a block of the chunk obsidian, if you have one?
Yeah. Where are you?
I'm at the top of the altar.
Oh, hello. There you go.
Thank you.
That was really weird. It looked like your body went one way and your head went the other. Strange. No. Yes. Better. No. Yes. Better.
Oh, I'm in lava.
It's going to be a running thing this episode, I feel.
Oh, possibly quite a few episodes if we're going to keep coming over here.
Yep.
Doesn't seem to have an effect anymore, which is nice.
Yeah, so this was what I was meaning about there's more yet to come.
Where am I looking?
Stand here. Over here!
I missed. I'm in the lava again.
Splashy.
Oh, wow.
I'm digging.
I like that you can see the ruins through.
Yep.
Never mind.
Splish, splash, drama's taking a bath.
I have a really good idea for a hot tub.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's literally just a lava bath.
I mean, each to their own.
I mean, it's
So
definitely
I kind
definitely
of
a hot tub.
It is, yeah. This is true. I kind of want it to look like... I just punched you. Wasn't what I wanted it to look like.
Well, that's what it does look like.
like it's just worn away over time.
That's cool.
And just got a bit sort of bashed and not necessarily particularly evenly. Like, I'm kind of anticipating that some bits will be really quite worn away and other bits won't be.
I like the idea of that.
And part of it will be dependent on where the random clicks take me.
And does that only chip away at the block that you're... Like, you're not going to... Well, no, you can't chisel the runes, can you?
Yeah, so they're safe from me just hammering chisel. Which is great. The only bit that's a slight might need to keep an eye on is that eventually I will dig through somewhere.
Right.
Not again that I'm sure that that's a problem. It's just something to be aware of. And B, that I kind of don't want to wear too much away because it doesn't make sense as to why other stuff survived, therefore. If that makes sense. But at the same time, giving it a good hack away is quite fun. Really therapeutic. But like, this is the kind of thing, like, I could do it in survival mode, but it would just be an ass. Namely because I'd just be holding so many bits, like, it
Yeah.
would just be everywhere. And I'm just not feeling that. Why do you keep popping out? Draw on the wireless debris. Chunked off again. It's just doing it to spite me, I swear. I'll leave that block alone now. Oh, cool.
I'll put it up there, so hopefully...
It will now stay put.
Yeah. Also, this block round here that you left out for me to be able to get in and out, you can put back in again if you need to.
Cool, will do. Let's just duplicate a block. There we go. How about that?
How about what?
All of the edge being chipped away. How's it looking?
Let me have a look.
There's a bit missing here that I need to do, but... Looking alright?
Yeah. I really like it where you've got, like, where I've put in the runes that do other things that look kind of cool to see, and you can, like, see
Yeah.
some of the design poking out.
Yeah, it's quite interesting getting that view through. I don't know why I took out the middle one. Was the one I wanted to keep. That was weird.
That only work at night.
What's that? Lava.
Oh, interesting, yes.
Yeah?
The spawning mechanic only works at night.
Oh, I see. That's unusual. One more. Let's have you. Is your path coming across now as well, John?
Yeah, I see that. You just wanted to make it easier for me to fall in the lava.
Yeah. Essentially.
You're not meant to agree to that so quickly.
Ah, but where's the fun if I don't? There you go. Fabulous.
It does look amazing. Just need to remember not to come out here without my armour on.
I mean, yeah, that's probably fair. So I kind of want it to look almost like the infrastructure has been made, because it's made out of something different, that hasn't worn away like the obsidian has for being exposed to the elements. Ooh, tasty.
I'm just trying to boost up some of the runes.
Oh,
so
right.
that, basically, there's a rune of sacrifice that makes it so that each time that ticks a thing, we should get more blood from the mobs.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
Because we've got a couple of... Basically, these yellow runes are runes of self-sacrifice, which means we get more blood power from us if we use the knife.
Okay.
These ones that are sort of the orange to yellow transitional runes are runes of capacity. Yeah. That means the blood altar can hold more blood.
Okay.
These sort of bluey ones are runes of speed, which means that it crafts things faster.
Okay, yeah.
And then these red ones are runes of sacrifice that mean that each time that mob tick happens, we get a little bit more blood than we used to.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So I might just replace... We've got 2 rows there. I might do another 2 of sacrifice runes, just so that we can get as much blood as possible.
Yeah. And so that's dropping down. And you're just having to go and pick it up, essentially.
Basically.
Oh, fair.
Sort of as soon as it hits the ground, it gets picked up by the ranged collector.
Yeah. Because I'm watching the stream, keep getting really confused as to why I hear noise, but you're not down in the basement bit. Out of sync. Because of stream delay.
Ah, there we go. That's doing quite a bit of blood now from sacrifice.
Awesome.
What I kind of need to work out how to do is get these slates prepared automatically.
So, also automate putting stuff in there.
Yeah. The thing is, you need a certain amount of these slates to be able to do stuff with blood magic.
And at the moment you're having to put them in yourself? Or...
At the moment, I've got it so that it automatically pulls stone in, and then as soon as it can, it pulls the slate out on this side and keeps a stack of each of them in stock.
Right.
But I've not got anything automatically putting them in when we use them. So I need to get something that, if there's not a stack of one of these, like if there's less than a stack of each of these in the system, it starts throwing stone in here until there's a stack of each of them. Which I think should just be a case of running a detector connected to this for each of them that says if there's less than a stack.
Do this.
Either put stone in this chest or pull stone from the chest into there.
Yeah. I always struggle to follow how those kind of things work.
What? So
those kind of sorters, if this is empty, then we need more. Like, I don't know, I try and wrap my head around it every so often, but it just...
wonder if I could move that underground. Probably not.
There's something quite cool from a story perspective, like we've come and found this altar that's worn away over the years and we've just bolted on what we've needed.
Yeah. I like that. I just kind of...
Why there's all the new mechanical stuff around it.
I just kind of want to know what's the... what's the next goal?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to make crystal clusters.
Right.
How do I make crystal clusters? Life shard and soul shard. Soul shards are dropped from demons who spawn with the ritual convocation of the damned. Life shard's the same. Yep. So apparently that's the next goal.
Okay.
Convocation of the Damned requires 128 ritual stones Activating it requires an awakened activation crystal, 15 million LP, and 8 crystal bell jars.
Okay.
Note the player will need 25 rune of the orb to be able to hold the amount necessary to perform the ritual. Bell jars have to be placed on top of each of the dusk stone pillars and contain 16,000 AR of one of the following reagents. Okay, so that sounds like there's a lot of prep for that.
Yeah. Does sound like it's going to be a long one.
So that might be something to put on sort of a long-term goals list.
Might be something that we can start getting together between streams.
Yeah.
There's a hole down through this one. That's kind of fun.
Through which one? Oh, yeah.
It chipped away, made a little hole and went, oh, there's loads of death and destruction down there. Let's just leave it. How that normally works, isn't it?
Pretty much. Right, so I think that's...
What is this?
That's a good place for now to leave this.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to go and have a quick look? Because I have started some astral sorcery.
Yeah?
Do you want to come and have a quick look at what I've got over there?
Yeah, I've just finished this. One more block.
No, I don't want to do
One more
that.
block.
Do I want to bring a network?
There's some in there somewhere. Where are you doing astral?
I've got a little bit of an astral sorcery thing over this way.
Oh, crashing into everything going.
I thought that was you, but it was actually just lava through a hole in the ground.
They're cool, aren't they? Having the holes.
So yeah, if you want to follow me. My astral setup is a little bit out this way because I needed to find a flat place that was fairly high up a mountain.
Right.
Because astral works best at a higher Y level.
Okay.
Because it needs to be close to the stars.
Okay, yeah. There's some logic there.
So
Was the bit by the tower not? By the telescope. Is that not big enough space?
I could put this over there. I did originally do some of the early crafting stuff literally just on top of the telescope.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, we could move this over there.
It won't let me stay in there.
No, there's a... you're meant to place a block in it.
I'm trying. Just kicks me back out.
Yeah, I'm going to grab this stuff up and we can move.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to do it right now. Like...
So, basically, this is the Starlight Crafting altar. And it requires this collection setup to collect starlight.
Okay.
and focus it into crafting things.
Right.
And so I'm currently... Astral Sorcery has a number of levels that you go through where you sort of learn the basics, and then you learn the next level, and then you learn the next one. So the first one is called Discovery.
Okay.
And it covers the very basic stuff. So you build a luminous crafting table, which is the first level of crafting table. You build a resonating wand. And it's a lot of finding the stuff out in the world.
Right.
So you start off by having to find one of the ancient shrines that just conveniently we had in the middle of the castle.
Oh yeah, that's what that crystal was about.
And then you use the power of that crystal to build the resonating wand and to build the luminous crafting table.
I see. That's cool.
And then there's there's just entries in here about the other stuff. So there's marble added by the mod that is used in a lot of the crafts. So obviously things like this light well is made of marble. All of these blocks of the altar are made of marble.
Mm.
And conveniently, you can chisel the marble from Astral Sorcery to change it between the different styles of blocks. So you've kind of got the marble arch that is this wavy one that's around the edge.
Yeah.
You've got the brick, you've got the pillar, you've got the chiseled marble. And there are recipes to change the standard plain vanilla marble into each of the different styles of marble, or you can just chisel. Which is one of the useful things of having chisel in the mod pack with Astral Sorcery.
That was cool.
Then you go up. Then you go up to the level of exploration, and you start to craft certain things. So you build the light well, which uses aquamarine or several of the other crystal blocks to catch starlight and turn it into a liquid form.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you can use that for certain crafting things. You start to discover rock crystals out in the environment.
Right.
You can build things like Fossick resonators that allow you to find best places for generating starlight.
Yeah.
Or they can be placed in an amplifier that allows you to boost the level of starlight coming to your altar if you've not built it close to the right place.
Yeah.
And then you can also build illumination dust and nocturnal dust. So illumination dust sort of lights up an area like a torch, but you don't have a torch.
Right.
And then nocturnal dust basically does the opposite of that. It makes an area dark.
Oh, okay, so that's a different way to make a spawner?
I assume so. Yeah, if darkened sufficiently with additives, could be used to encourage hostile monsters to spawn.
Yeah.
And you can also throw it. And it makes darkness where it lands.
Cool.
You can also make an item called a cave illuminator. Which allows you to light a cave. And so you kind of put it at the entrance of the cave, and in theory it will illuminate a singular cave network.
I guess that's quite cool from point of view of navigating and knowing that at least in there somewhere there is surface.
Yeah. And then the last thing you build in the chapter, because it basically builds up through each of them, you build this. You build the Starlight Crafting Altar.
Cool.
Which basically upgrades your Luminous Crafting Table into a Starlight Crafting Altar.
Yeah.
and then you have to build this structure around it and then upgrade it.
I see.
And then I'm currently on the chapter called... So that was exploration. I'm now on attunement. Because a lot of this chapter is about attuning to the constellations.
Right.
And so, as you remember, there's the constellations that are out in the night sky that we've picked up the constellation paper for.
Yes.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think so.
So there's 5 of them that are the major constellations, and then when we discover those and move on a little bit with the mod, there are also minor constellations that come in.
Right.
And so at the moment we know Dissidia, Amara, Visio, Evorsio, and Avitus. And so with this level of the mod, this level of the astral sorcery magic, we can make an attunement altar that allows us to attune to these constellations.
Okay, yeah.
And basically, once we do that, we gain some benefit based on which of the things we attune to.
Yeah.
And then we can
only be attuned to one or multiple?
You can only be attuned to one at a time.
Okay, but you can swap and change it to essentially what you are needing.
We can then also do rituals that sort of affect, instead of just affecting a player, affect the area around it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
that's cool.
I think basically there's things like Amara is an armor-based constellation. So if we channel that into ourselves, it protects us. If we channel that into the area, it stops hostile mobs from spawning in that area.
Oh, cool.
I think.
Sounds like it would make sense.
But basically, one of the first things that we need to make at this level, and the thing that we need to make, or I need to make, between the two of us we need to make, next is a telescope.
Might as well be next to the telescope then.
Because we need to make a telescope and look through it and find the constellations.
Oh. Well, that makes sense.
First thing is I need to make a looking glass, which is sticks, a glass lens, gold, and some planks.
And we're completely out of range here, aren't we?
Yeah.
All the more reason to move this place, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of is. It totally is.
Kind of totally. Jeez, it is actually a pretty decent way. Is it really that difficult to find a decent height hill?
I may have missed one, but I just kind of went off in a direction.
I'm also not entirely sure why we need this random little pond up here either, so we can...
I think that's probably from something that we used to have.
Yeah, we were using it for something when we were doing spells, I think.
What do I need to make the telescope? Another plank, 2 more gold, and 3 more sticks.
I'm on a sheep rescuing mission.
Yeah.
Whilst also making you a platform for... Yeah.
Where's my platform then?
It will be here, to the side of the tower.
Ah, yes.
Where this weird and wonderful hole with a sheep at the bottom is.
Yep. I'm going to pop back over to the Starlight Altar where it is and build my telescope, and then I'll bring it back over here.
Hopefully I'll have rescued...
Hopefully it won't turn to day by the time I get there.
What's... So it has to be done at night?
You get the best power at night.
Oh, okay.
It can work during the day. It will work better at higher Y levels during the day. But it works best at midnight.
Okay.
And then sort of the power diminishes either side of that.
You can use your shifty day-night thing.
Yeah. So basically...
Oh, those were some good words.
Basically, this is how you do it. You place the recipe in the crafting table, and then you hit it with a resonating wand.
Ah, fabulous.
And it does these fabulous particle effects, and then gives you the thing.
Fancy. Is that as big as the towers, the place is going to get?
No.
To get a bit bigger?
It does get a little bit bigger. So this celestial altar is 11 by 11. I believe that is as big as it gets, but don't quote me on that at the moment. Because I'm not 100% sure.
I guess as long as we start the corner of the 11 by 11 a little distance away from...
Sian? Oh!
Yeah?
For a start, check the stream, because there's a spark.
Ooh. That's pretty.
It's a flare. Secondly, could you make it midnight for me?
Yeah. So I go... Let's do this. Click on this. Midnight.
Oh, this is so weird to see it from here.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's an eclipse.
So it is.
It's really cool when you build the Starlight Altar. Because this that particle effect comes down and then the altar itself starts like breaking. Because it then sprouts these 4 like cubey bits to the outside.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, like the crafting table here has these additional slots.
Yeah, I see.
Which is all kinds of cool.
Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so I'm going to place this here.
Okay.
I got me a telescope.
Yay. So I've made you an 11 by 11 space. So do you just have to spot the right shapes?
Basically, yeah, it's to connect the dots.
Okay, interesting.
So you've kind of got these shapes that you've got to look out for.
Yeah.
And you're kind of looking for the big, flashy ones.
Right, I see.
And they're not going to all be out on the same night. So this looks like there's one here. I think this might be...
Oh, I see. So how would you know when it is?
If you hook it up correctly, it will actually show up in the night sky.
It will actually... You broke up.
Appear in the night sky.
Oh, okay. You made a bow tie. I see.
Yeah, I think it's...
Too far into the day.
getting too close to day. And also I'm not very good at dot the dot, apparently.
That one? Or did I add a bit that wasn't needed?
I'm not seeing what you're seeing.
What? Can you put the picture back up? When you were looking at the book, you had the constellations.
I've just put it back up.
But seriously, like, can I get rid of one? No, I nearly had it. I was close. Although, where's that? Oh yeah, they do shift.
Yeah, there will be different. There'll be different ones on different days, and you won't really catch the same one. Like, you won't catch all of them at the same night.
Okay. So I found some big stars there.
Is that Evorsio, maybe?
Don't know, I need to full screen the stream.
Like 6 and 6, like 3 and 3 with 1 in the middle.
Yeah, could be. think so. Maybe not. There's 3 in a row there. That's weird. I'm gonna keep spinning, see what else I can find. So there's some there in like a long, thin set. Maybe this is the there, like this, I think. Yeah.
Did you get one?
Yeah. Discovered a Vorsio.
Oh, let me just check.
Can you see?
I think there's. Well, again, yeah, right, sure. Okay, so there is a way that I can gain your knowledge. Or that we can
if
share
you go
knowledge.
look at the go and look at the thing, and I'll show you where it is. If not.
Ah. So where am I looking? Oh, okay, yeah. There to there.
Yeah. So they all just cobweb out of that middle one.
So that means that I should now click on Avorsio, and that tells me Avorsio is destruction. Shattering and destructive. The piercing light of this constellation forces its way even through most solid materials. And then you can see underneath it, like, there's the phases of the moon where it's bright.
Oh, okay, so it's strongest at certain moon phases?
Yeah, so it's fairly... It's sort of strong throughout the full moon. And then it goes dark as the moon declines into new moon.
Okay.
But also, now that I've discovered Avorsio, there it is in the night sky.
Ah.
And you should also be able to see it yourself, because you've discovered it too.
That's cool. Oh, yeah. That's really cool. God knows what this other one here is.
Oh, well, let's
have
a look.
Again.
You've got Visio, Amara, Dissidia, or it could be Avitus.
Is that got the triangle in the corner? No, I think it could be that one. Maybe.
Which one, Avitus?
That last one you were looking at. The one on its own. Yeah.
I'll let you connect the dots, and then if it is, I'll try.
Yeah, it is.
I should really have kept...
Where is it? Oh, it's over there in the sky, so I can see it in the sky, so I can... It's me just flying around. Can you see where it goes?
Yeah, I've got a picture of it up now. And then is it that one? And then there. And then there. Did I miss?
interesting mechanic for a game.
It really is. I love that it then puts it into the night sky as a thing that is actually just there. So Avitus, being exposed to the focus light of the constellation, will flowers and plants nearby to flourish and greatly increase their bounty. Avitus's creation.
Right. Okay. Oh, there is another one here as well. While we're here, if you want to...
There's your...
So which one's that one?
There's your constellations on the stream.
That's different though, isn't it? That doesn't look like any of those, I don't think.
It could be that it's a minor constellation that we've not got the constellation paper to discover just yet.
It could be that it's the arrow one.
It'll have to be quick because it's going to be daytime.
Yeah, I can't see because it's not on the stream again, so... There. No, I just missed. Damn it, it's close. It was that one, but it's not a problem. We can figure that out another time if you want.
Right.
Are you there?
I'm going to just skip it to moonrise. We'll do one more. We'll try one more night. And then we should
maybe move that machine up over here. Or have another one.
Yeah, possibly. Might be a good idea.
Quite handy. Yeah, so this was that one. I just didn't have the kink in the... There we go. Didn't have the kink in it quite right.
Oh, it's looking at a different constellation for me now.
Is it?
It's on Avitus now.
That was weird. There, that should be looking at it now.
Nope.
Mine is.
When I look at mine in that's Avitus.
Turn it back one to the left. There. That one, I think.
I don't see any big stars in that.
That one should be.
Oh,
on the diagonal.
Be.
So, that one.
Where am I looking at? What was it?
Left there, you've got the three together that make 1 point. You've got three lower ones that make another point.
There to there, that's a point.
Yeah.
And
then down to that one. Yeah. And then from the middle point of that, you go to the next highest up star. Yeah. Then the next one down. And then of the three that's left, you make them into a point and then connect it. Nope.
I did it wrong. Ding. Ding.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Discovered Decidia.
Just filling up your sky with...
Light from this constellation seems to be unstoppable, piercing both materials and creatures alike. So we still need to find Visio and Amara.
I know that one. I found that one straight off. Got Visio.
Which one's Visio? Oh, that's just like 3 lines.
Yeah, so it's quite easy to see on there which one's which. Some of them you just see. So you can see the top right corner point quite easily. And each spike has 2 points in it. No. It's got to have a elbow in it. Yeah. precise you have to be to have got it right?
So that is Visio,
Mm-hmm.
which, bathing in the rays of this constellation, makes everything feel slower while seeming to make you faster in whatever you do. Ritual effects. This ritual improves the mobility of all within, normally allowing movement in ways not normally possible for those without wings.
Okay. I can't see any others this night, so I
So I
assume...
think Armara will be another evening.
Yeah.
Dispersing the strong light into the small discordant energies in the aura area creates a damaging field, lashing it out at all enemies nearby. And then Avitus suffuses the area with an invigorated life force. All nearby living entities experience regeneration, while nearby crops flourish and grow at an accelerated rate.
That's cool. I do like the idea that they all have their own thing.
Yeah, it as I say, it's a really neat mod. Like, it's got some really cool stuff to it, like putting those constellations in the sky. And then I think one of the next things you get is the minor constellations.
Right.
So there are just a couple of other constellations in the sky as well. Although attunement is kind of really funky looking as well. That requires a 19 by 19 space to make an attunement altar.
19 by 19.
Yeah.
Okay, so this space needs to get bigger then.
Well, that needs to be a different space because that's...
Oh, okay, it is a different one. Does it need to be as high?
I don't think so.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Because somewhere slightly further down the hill from that would work. On, like, this platform here.
Where?
Literally just down on here.
Oh, yeah, that could work.
We'd only have to make it a tiny bit wider, but the land is there for it. So we could just...
Crafting with starlight and liquid starlight is fine, but it seems to neglect important parts of the starlight spectrum. Along with the mundane starlight of the various individual stars, light given off by specific constellations has much more distinct effect on their environment and those in contact with it. One constellation's light seems to push things in random directions. Another instead endows great strength. It may be possible to filter the starlight of a specific constellation or just collect enough in one location to amplify its strength. A structure designed for attunement would need to be created from traditional starlight structures such as the crafting altar. It would also need to be much larger in order to sufficiently gather enough collective starlight emitted by a single constellation. Such a blanket collection method would require additional focuses for starlight within the structure itself, using relays channeling it to a central point. The placement of the relays need to be deliberate, as they will determine which constellation the altar can attune with. The constellation papers can serve as a visible guide to the placement of the relays if held in hand under the night sky. The final piece of this structure is a special altar that can serve as the focal point. Once everything is properly arranged, the central altar and relays will start glowing. A bright blue starlight streams through them, but only at night. The only real questions that remain: what types of objects can be readily accept the attunement? What about crystals, rock crystals, and crystal tools? Can a body withstep the rays if it steps into the light?
Cool. I thought I'd have one more check, but no luck. So now I'm just spinning the telescope.
So I think if we move the altar over, I might upgrade it to a celestial altar,
which was the slightly bigger one.
Which is the slightly bigger version, and that should also get us to the next level of.
Okay. Yeah, that's
the
cool.
book.
That makes sense.
But we'll do that next time, and we will do that on stream because I think looking at Celestial thing upgrading itself will be fairly funky.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see.
But for now, guys, we're going to wrap up. We will be back on Wednesday when Sean, Michael, and Amy, hopefully, will be continuing their quest through the Underdark and hopefully finding their way to Sizith Morcaine.
Hopefully, as long as Hal doesn't get us lost again.
One of the two. I really thought you were going to turn back into yourself for the outro, but no.
No, I'm just going to spend an entire stream as various animals.
So we'll be doing that on Wednesday. On Friday this week, Sean is going to be taking Kandra for another spin as the Princes of the Apocalypse campaign continues from Womford, and we see where to go to. That's not an animal. We continue that. That's definitely an animal. On Saturday, nothing will happen, and then on Sunday, the Tomb of Annihilation continues as I get to play with some of the fun creatures that Sammy has created. That bunny blends in perfectly to the snow.
I'm a snow bunny.
Sure. As I get to play with some of the fun creatures that Sammy has created for Days After the End. And also possibly Space Odysseus. But totally Space Odysseus. Then next week, Sean and I will be back on the Sky Factory server. As we hopefully... I will plumb in the farms, and I think Michael might have plans to do nuclear, which seems awfully swift, and I'm worried that it's going to explode horribly.
I'll be fine.
That worries me.
Yeah.
That he's got to you like this.
It'll
you
be
trust
fine.
him.
No, he just knows what hell there'll be to pay if he ruins all of my hard chisel work.
Oh, good point. And then Friday of that week, Jeff will be running The Expanse, which is a sci-fi game for sci-fi people. And then on the Sunday, I will be back doing Storm King's Thunder as... I think I called the title of this next episode Fenthwick's 11, because they have to break into a casino. Or at the very least, get into a fancy casino, which will be interesting for them. For now, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back soon. Bye, guys.